Hello and welcome to a new Overwatch 2 video. This one is a bit different. I have not made an opinion piece in a while, so I thought about making one about Stadium, especially since we start a new season a few weeks ago. Now, keep in mind, this is the opinion of a casual player that has a 9 to 5, and I am old.
Oh, I'm like the Crypt Keeper!
So I play as I can. I'm going to cover the game mode overall, hero, maps, powers, rewards, and I think that a few other things. I personally love this game mode. It really picks my brain. As some of you might know, I love Save the World, which is the PvE mode for Fortnite. And one of my favorite things in that game is being able to build loadouts tailored to a hero and the hero abilities and elements. So I really enjoy creating builds for heroes in Stadium. The roster for season 16 or the first season of Stadium, it was perfect. We didn't have to deal with Tracers, Sombras, Bastions. I can go Bastion! Symmetras, Pharas, Maugas, Hammies, which in my personal opinion are annoying to play against in the regular mode. This roster has also allowed me to try even new heroes such as Genji and Ashe. I consider myself a flex player and I will say that my weakest role is always DPS because I can't aim.
I failed and I missed. So I failed again and I missed. And then I missed again.
That being said, I have been able to thrive as Ashe. And Stadium has even helped me to feel more comfortable with her. Now I even pick her in quick play. Now I'm not saying I'm the greatest, but I think I'm getting better. I also like that new heroes were added, or newer heroes, like Junkor Queen, Sigma, Freya. We also got Juno and Kiriko, although these last two are there more for financial reasons, because let's face it, they basically support the economics of Overwatch.
Who said that?
But it's nice to see that it's not only classic heroes. I also like that we don't have crossplay. I'm a console player and I think that quick play on this mode can be a lot more frustrating and irritating because everything feels more amplified. However, I miss playing with my PC friends, so I guess we will have to push through it in the name of friendship, once that is released. The new maps are beautifully done, and I think they are well designed for the mode. My favorite map is Blaze LaCroix. I especially like it if I'm playing Ashe. The verticality in a lot of these maps is great, and it really allows for different comps to thrive. And the redesign for older maps has also been good. It might be a bit disoriented at times, but it's not that bad. I like that the powers are tailored for the hero that you're selecting, but the items are more general, so you can get used to how those items work and then apply them to other builds. But there are also some specific to your hero, so it's kind of like a nice combination of things tailored to your hero and things that you can transfer to other builds. I like that we can sell and change them in case that we need to adapt to a situation. I wish powers could be changed too, but I understand that that will be OP. I will have to admit that at first glance it's really hard to understand everything that is happening, how the power-ups work or how the items work, what do they apply to, especially with those heroes that technically quote-unquote don't have a weapon. I know that it is listed and it explains it. It is there, but if you just jump into the mode, you're going to feel overwhelmed. I think this game mode brought a lot of new players, so the learning curve is even higher. So I wish there was a better way to help new people to understand heroes. If I could give a one tip as someone that plays casually and doesn't have a lot of time to invest in understanding everything and make the best builds ever and playing non-stop, because I literally can't. One tip that I would like to give is that it's okay for you to look at other people's builds, big streamers' builds and things like that, but remember that it is okay if it doesn't work for you. Everyone's brain is different, so take it as a reference, try it, adjust it as you go. Remember, practice range helps to see the power-ups and the items, so if there is a hero that picks your brain, check it there and try to get used to the names of the powers and items that you like. test it as you go. The good thing is that you don't lose rank when you are just starting. So that is a perfect time for you to start testing your builds, thinking what works better for you. Like I said, if you have something as a reference, use it, adapt it, and adjust it as you would like and as it works better for you. There are great reapers that are using, the mini ult whenever you use your shadow step, and it works great for them and they are unstoppable. There are other reapers that doesn't work for them, so that has to do a lot with other things besides just the power or the item itself. So keep that into consideration. Getting also used to those names or how do they work and things like that is going to make it easier for you during the buying phase. I know that they reduce the time once everyone has picked, but if I am trying a new hero, I get overwhelmed reading everything that is on my screen, and I feel like I need more time to understand what it does and how can I apply it. I'm not asking for them to extend the time, I'm just saying that it definitely feels like a lot of information to process. The matchmaking is not the greatest, and it's incredible to think that one player can affect so much when the rest of the team is way below the skill level. Sometimes it can go two ways. Either you get stumped or you stumped, which is not fun for either side. He's gonna be diving me, so I'm gonna need a lot of help.
He's like indestructible.
I hope that is something that eventually will change, as now they are just still gathering that they're off in that first season. As they keep doing any type of adjustments, we're getting into season 2 for Stadium. I think in this regard, it's a lot better to have a full stack. Unlike regular comp, I hate full stacks for regular comp. To me, the sweet spot for regular comp is like 2 or 3 people in your group. Don't ask me why, but I know that in my brain it feels better that way. For Stadium, a full stack works better not only because you get to find your synergy within your team, but also you can help each other with your items to enable or disable the enemy.
Yeah, we might need to focus Genji.
Coming up.
Let's just camp her out Nitsa so that...
Yeah, if you camp me, you will definitely find him. I have him stuck to my butt and not in a good way.
Yeah, he's doing the typical melee build, so you really don't want him to get behind you because he does so much damage.
I want to stick next to Jay. And
yeah, the 3 of us.
Yes, right here. You guys are my bodyguards, okay?
We do our own thing.
I'll walk with my balls out.
Yes.
He's weak.
I know you.
Nice. Nitsa. They don't have a mercy, right? Yeah.
No.
At least we don't have to worry about reses.
That should not have.
Wow, the Genji was the carry.
I like that you are locked into a hero because it allows me to think new ways of play them with what I have at my disposal, and even if I ended up going my natural counter, I still try to make it work. As for rewards, they are okay. Honestly, I am not going to notice an elite or an all-star player based on the skin that they're using. I don't pay attention to that, so I don't mind too much for them. I would like to get maybe loot boxes, but I know that might not be sustainable in the long run as a reward for Stadium, so for now, it is what it is. This season, we have player icons. They look so clean that I have been working on getting them. I was grouped up with my community and we all had our icons equipped, and it looks so good. Now that being said, it is annoying the way to get them. I literally feel like I'm throwing because you have a specific powers that you have to pick, which you can't change. So I have been trying to work on them on a role that doesn't affect losses and try to use them and accommodate my items to either overcome a power or to build for that power or whatever the case may be. I think that this could be the symptom of a bigger problem. Are there powers that are useless? I guess that only time will tell. Getting competitive currency is fantastic. I mostly play quick play because, as you know, I stream on Twitch and I group up a lot with mixed lobbies. So I play a lot of quick play, what can I say? But I have been playing for the drives at the end of each season, and sometimes if I have the mental capacity, I will push for the competitive points to get galactic weapons. It feels really good that if I dedicate sometimes to Stadium, I get that currency. It definitely feels awesome. I am actually pretty close to get my second galactic weapon for this year, and that's a first. I am pretty sure that is the case for a lot of players that have never grind for competitive points to get those weapons. They look so good. and I really wanted to grind for them, but playing regular comp does not feel rewarding for those points at all. Only through the drives, honestly. To me, that's a sweet spot. You play for the drives, you get 3,000 competitive points there if you have the mental capacity to push through it, and you get your galactic weapon. But I'm not gonna play an entire season of just comp, especially because I really enjoy grouping up with people in my community. So, like I said, we have a lot of mixed lobbies. Getting it through Stadium, when I dedicate maybe one day of the week to just play Stadium, it feels really nice. I have a friend that last season wanted to get his strive for the pretty badge, and he tried PC lobbies and console lobbies, and both were equally painful. So forget about him trying to push to get the competitive points. So he actually has been getting them on Stadium, and for some reason it feels less jarring, and getting them is a nice extra perk. For negatives, I will say that my biggest one is levers. I don't know what are the penalties, but for this specific mode, levers feel even worse than for regular comp. There are times where we still have to play 7 rounds with one less person, and at that point I just feel like, can we just give up? Let's just give up, you know? And yeah, we have been able to won. I think that maybe out of every time that we had a lever, let's say that we have 5 games, 5 levers, maybe once we beat it. And it felt good. It really felt good, but still it's a lot, and it feels like a lot. And at the end of the day, it's a video game. We are just, yes, it is a competitive video game, whatever, however you want to see it, but I think that it just becomes too much. I hope that the player base start to play more and more as a team. I mean, the whole premise of Overwatch specifically is to play as a team, but for some reason this mode really requires more coordination regardless of your role. Which brings me to the next topic, which is I want to be able to endorse teammates. Honestly, I have run into awesome teammates, awesome tanks, awesome support players, awesome DPS, and I just want to recognize that. I don't know why this feature has been taking so long for them to implement it, so I'm really hoping that it gets done soon. Regarding the environment and the ambience, is great. It's really immersive into an actual match when you have an announcement and the crowd and everything.
Whoa, how did I die there?
No, fuck me.
There's an on here, on me.
We get the point.
They staggered her. Good job.
But I do understand that the announcements during the match can be a bit overwhelming. I know that there's a lot of people that can get overloaded by this, so being able to disable those or turn them down would be awesome. For a controller player, it's a bit difficult to check builds while you're in a match. If you want to peek at the enemy's build, you have to press touchpad and then press your R3 to interact so you can navigate on that screen. But if you let go of the touchpad, this screen will go away. So I find myself using claw to access to this, and it's annoying. I think that there were some updates for Season 17, aka Season 2 of Stadium, but I cannot tell the difference. If you're watching a replay, you also have to unbind your R3 from in-game features so you can actually use that R3 to watch the stats during the replay. And then you have to remember to undo this change, because otherwise your R3 it's unbind. Is done to something else that won't even work in game. So it really sucks that it's that way. To check overall match stats is not super clear, and I don't know if this was available last season or not, but Metla from my community was really kind, and he actually found out that in order for you to check your stats in game, you need to do touchpad, R3, and then R2. That will toggle them between that round and overall stats. I watch a lot of my replays because it helps me to understand what happened, my mistakes, and it also helps me to explore other options of what I could have done differently during the game. And it's so annoying that you have to watch every round individually. It would be nice to have the option to review the game as a whole or just a round. The third-person view I think is great, and it definitely adds more value to the cosmetics, and it can definitely help the gameplay. I personally have not been able to adapt to it. I tried it and went back to first person, but the fact that you can have both options and you can even adjust your FOV is awesome. I also like that the developers are listening and they keep adjusting things as we go. They made a lot of quality changes from season 17, aka season 2 for Stadium, like being able to save bills and share them and things like that, which is awesome. Overall, I can say that I'm going to be playing more and more of Stadium. I really enjoy it. I've been having a good time even when I'm losing. It helps me to figure it out, what are they doing, what are their builds, and maybe try them and then see if they will work for myself and I can get better by watching others. And most of the time, even if I get teammates that are not the greatest, they always try. You either get a lever or you get someone that you can see that they're actually trying, and then I try to support their gameplay. What are they doing and try to stick more with them. So I think that more and more people are trying to adapt to play more as a team, be together, do callouts, even just using your in-game commands. So there are a lot of positives on this. I really would like to know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you play Stadium? Has it been good to you? What is your favorite thing? And what is the thing that you hate the most? And remember, if you enjoy this content, consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much to my Patreons for all your support there. And if you ever want to join us on Twitch, the link is going to be in the description box. And I will see you on the next one. Bye!